Okay, now they can hear you.
Oh, okay. Man, I wish we had the rights to jock jams right now.
I mean, I'm sure if I searched up for some good jock jams on APM, I could find an equivalent. You can get pretty dang close to it. That being said,
maybe that's what you can do at 2 a.m, Brian.
I could do that. I've already prepped a lot of APM music now. I could potentially still do that tonight, though. I will say that in listening to that break screen right there, I was unironically just bopping along to it because it was pretty good.
The jocks, they jam.
Brand of like insurance company friendly electro pop, like that does go.
It does go. That's the thing. My good pal Jonah also sometimes he works at a place where they sometimes have to do commercial music, and like he's played some of the music he's had to make for commercials, and I was like, Jonah, you're giving away the good stuff. You gotta keep that for your good art, you know?
You can't ask him to restrain his musical talent, his creativity.
It's for everyone. The music is for everyone.
Yeah.
Even insurance agents.
All right, you guys ready to show your faces? That made it seem like you were being cowardly, but we're going to transition into face cam. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Streamer face reveal.
Face.
Wow. How could it be so? While we're here, before we start, do you mind if I just go ahead and bump the very important cause that we are currently raising money for? Just in case you are tuning in.
Yeah.
So we are raising money for the Innocence Project, which is a wonderful, wonderful organization. Their mission is to free the staggering number of innocent people who remain incarcerated and bring reform to the system that's responsible for their unjust imprisonment. We have already raised over $24,000, which is astounding. But I would love to continue to raise as much as we possibly can. I said that once we get past 30K, we'll aim to go to $42,069. So I'd love to break through 30K. Maybe during this part, but that might be too much. That's a lot. No, we can do.
I think we can do it.
5K.
Yeah.
Brian, we got a
think so.
Bill Pullman speech out of nowhere. I think we could do it.
Yeah, Bill pulled it out of nowhere.
I believe in these wonderful people, and I believe that even if they personally can't donate right now, they are sharing the link to this so that other people will see it, and hopefully they can donate, and that's how we all work together.
Yes.
To do good things.
Right now, we have gathered to play a game called Skull Wizards of the Chaos Caverns. It's one of my favorite, one-shot games to play just because it's really easy to sit down and just play it, as you're about to see, because that's what we're going to do. And it's just a lot of fun. So I have the PDF for how to play the game. If you in the chat would like to read along with it, I don't necessarily recommend that. I think it's more fun to see it in action. But if you're interested after seeing this and you want to play it, you can just Google Skull Wizards of the Chaos Cavern and get the PDF for free. I'm trying to find the exact name of the person who did it is the creator of Kill 6 Billion Demons. And all I can find is Abaddon, but I don't think that's what their name is. But you know what? It says Abaddon is creating comics and role-playing games, so that must just be what their internet handle is. Anyway, this is a great, fun game. Would one of you go ahead and hop into Tiltify and let me know what words and what monster have been chosen by the polls, and then go ahead and deactivate those.
Yes, I will. I'll do that right now. I can tell you the monster that was chosen was indeed Bigfoot. It was a powerful move that gave it $3,724 toward Bigfoot. For choose a verb number 1, it was magnifying.
Ooh.
For choose a verb number 2, it was, of course, crooning. For choose a verb number 3, that would be lurking.
Okay.
And then for it did manage to get through, it was mushrooming.
Nice. I was.
Congratulations to mushrooming.
I'll admit, I was kind of pulling for snowballing because I think that could be funny in a lot of different ways. Mushrooming is going to be a challenge, so good luck whoever gets that. So if you have a pen and paper, go ahead and pull them out now. If you want to use a computer, that's also fine. whatever you prefer. Excellent. This is what mine says. Bigfoot, Manifying, Crooning, Lurking, Mushrooming. And go ahead and write 1 through 13 in a list on your sheet of paper.
Doesn't matter if it's vertical or horizontal.
It shouldn't matter. Whatever is going to be easiest for you to read.
You said 1 through 13?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And you can play along at home if you want. I won't interact with you because I can't see what you're writing and we don't have any way of engaging, but you can still play.
Nice.
Excellent.
I also could prove that I did it.
Oh, wait.
You know
Good,
how
okay.
to write?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Since
All right.
when?
And Pat, let's see your 1 through 13 when you get there. No rush.
Okay, hang on. Sorry. I'm having to do this in my Tekken journal.
Oh,
Oh,
Aw.
so
the
sorry.
sacrifices we make for the charity stream.
T in the chat for Tekken Journal.
And for Jenna's tea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Excellent. Okay, that's
Oh,
1
wow,
through
it's
13.
Very neat.
Confirmed. Okay. Number 1, a noun.
A noun. Got it. I'm going to say right now that if people donate an amount of money right now and they just put a random word in as the comment, I might choose that as one of these answers. I'll choose ones that I specifically like. But if you want to do some donations that just have absurd comments of just one word and no context, I might pull one of those.
I love
Which
that.
could be fun.
I love that. They do have to be real words,
Yes,
but they
of
can
course.
be proper or whatever. We'll figure it
This
out
is gonna-
together.
This is gonna turn into like some weird deep words with friends, like language in here, being like, oh, this is a word. It works.
If you have a D6, go ahead and pull it out. If not, go ahead and open up a dice generator. We're not going to be using dice a ton, but
Okay.
number 2 is roll a D6 and write the number down. So
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Oh, we also just broke 25K, so that's huge.
Hey,
amazing.
Hey,
5K more
Spectacular.
to go till 420.69.
we can do it, guys.
The true goal of everything.
That's how math works.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Pat, do you roll your D6?
I did.
Okay. Number 3, an animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Okay.
Any of those things.
Charlie 100 just donated $5 and says frog spawn. Does that count as an animal?
It's like a small
I think
frog, right?
Spawn,
Oh wait, no,
I
I've
think
got a better.
frog.
Here's another
Oh.
good one. Zach says in quotes Simone's horse. Can I say that specifically it's a horse? But we all know that it's going to be Simone's horse.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, great.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian.
I still appreciated yours, Charlie 100, by the way.
I think frog spawn's just a tadpole, right?
Yeah.
No,
Isn't it? The
I thought
spawn
it
of a
was-
frog?
Skunk.
Isn't it all those little bubbles with like little tiny frogs in them that they?
Oh yeah.
The offspring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not? Is that
But
something
I think
different?
those turn into the. I don't know.
The tadpole. You
I'm
might be
going
right.
to honor this request with tadpoles.
Okay. Number 4 is a noun.
Cool. I'll just take Canoe, who just donated $20.
Oh,
Should Brian be keeping his selection secret?
Should I be keeping them secret? Sorry.
It'll be funnier maybe if we don't know.
Okay. Then I'll choose them at random, and if you put them in, you'll know that I
That it was
I
your
chose
word.
from your donation.
I love
Yes.
that. All right. Y'all have you got your noun?
No. 1 second.
I got it. And then I kicked my microphone for good measure.
Good. That's lucky. In Skull Wizards, that's lucky.
Yay.
We are playing Skull Wizards. I think there's a lot of people in the chat confused. They're like, what are we doing? Oh, we're just playing
Oh.
Did we
Skull
change
Wizards.
the game name?
Yeah.
Skull
Oh, yeah.
Wizards is
Somebody
not
should
in
do
the
that.
directory
Oh.
of
Yeah.
games
Ah.
on Twitch. It's only
Well-
shit. Yeah.
When
If
I
you'd
get
like,
a
you can say
moment.
just chatting, and then we can alter it and just say I could change the title real quick, and then
Alright.
we'll make that.
I'll change the game.
Noise.
Cool.
Whoops.
Good teamwork.
Oh, sneeze coming.
Bless you.
you.
Oh, nice one, Pat.
Thanks.
Sounded meaty.
Leaving that alone.
Oh, there's a board games directory, says Graham, who apparently works
Oh.
for Twitch.
Ah.
Nice.
All right. I have also added text to the screen.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, yay.
Oh, very nice.
That looks lovely.
Great job.
Clean, clean, clean.
Okay. Great. All right. Back on track. You should be on number 5.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is an ing verb. It's one of the ing verbs that might potentially be replaced with one of our poll words.
Also, Jenna, terrific work with the text tool just then. That was pro level streamer shit.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'm getting the hang of not getting shook.
No shakes, no shucks.
You are truly giving the rest of us who have to go after you hope.
No shake, all bake. Here at Polygon's charity
Mm.
stream.
Oh, shake and bake.
I miss shake and bake.
I
Y'all want
have
some
too.
shake and bake?
It was the impress. I'm gonna cook dinner for somebody, but they're gonna come later, and you just get there ahead of time, and you just shaking the bag and everything, and it's just like, all right, and in the oven, it smells delicious in here. What are you making? Just some breadcrumb chicken for you.
Oh.
Oh, can't wait to go to dinner at Josh's house after this is all over.
Number 6, personality trait or emotion.
Sweet emotion. Plus noble. Oh, the chat's getting involved.
Ooh.
Yeah. Are they just listing emotions?
Then you just, hey,
Alleged-
chat, sound off with your favorite emotions. Yo, shout out happiness.
Poggers. Number 7 is job.
Josh.
Ah.
Wow, I have so far not needed to do anything except roll a d6 on my own, which is great. Thank you for the donations that have helped me to do this, play this game.
That's a very involved chat.
Yeah.
They love talking about their feelings.
Number 8, an ing verb. Number
Y'all,
9.
I'm sorry, we have to pause. 420 Blaze It just did donate. It is that time. 420 Blaze It.
It is,
So,
hey!
Thank you for the $42 donation. 420 Blaze It. Super
Thank
great.
you so much.
Also,
Well
thank you for the
timed.
$100 donation from Simone Bolt. Very great.
Whoa! I didn't know Navarre had access to the internet. That's wild.
Pat,
What's that?
I don't think it is, but I have to ask, is that a bong? Is that a bong shaped like a Gundam?
No, what? That's
I was doing a bit where like you could use, I don't know, because he's got a little divot in his chest for where his power source is. I was thinking, like, if with a lot of creativity and really precise drilling, you could make a bong where you pack the drug in there. And then
Okay.
you suck the weed.
Okay,
Now-
so I wasn't
the gun foot.
seeing you were doing a Bongian motion. I wasn't
Yeah,
imagining
just doing
that.
a bit-
Okay.
just doing a bit
Man.
of
I just saw that and I was like, that's the weirdest looking bong I've ever seen.
Dang.
And I don't think Pat would do that on a charity stream.
No. All right.
Number
Time to add it to
9.
the dictionary.
Number 9 is an ing verb.
Bonging. Bonging motion.
Poggersing.
Wouldn't it just be pogging?
No.
Okay. I trust you.
Pottering. And number 10 is yet another ing verb.
Okay.
Ooh.
Number 11 is an adjective. And number 12 is a monster. One of your monsters will be replaced with Bigfoot.
What number is this one more time?
12.
Gotcha.
And let me know if you need any of the other ones repeated.
And do we do anything for 13?
13 is another ing verb or a noun.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Everybody let me
Okay.
know when they have finished theirs.
I am ready to
I'm
become some sort of a wizard.
Absolutely panicking on a final monster, and I don't know why. It might be because I
Interesting.
just got a text from my mom saying that I look a little blue and I should shut the blinds.
That's called producing.
My mom, I love you.
Thanks,
Hi,
Mom.
Simone's mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in. That's extremely sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's
Fucking
Uh,
bodied by that's classic. I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it. Shit.
Yeah.
Josh has disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Josh has become
Give me like
frog.
1 second. Hold on.
Okay, it has
Okay.
it almost messed up all of our cropping, but everybody
It just
looks
swapped us
fine.
around.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Whew.
So that's fine. It's just a little surprise. There we go.
Sorry.
We're good.
Okay. Everybody has theirs listed out. Does anybody need anything repeated?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll a d4 for me, and I'll tell you which of the words that you just painstakingly crafted gets crossed out and replaced with a new word.
What shape is a D4?
It's a little
triangle?
little pyramid.
Old pyramid.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just want to pause for a second. Justin McElroy, if you're in the chat, why the fuck aren't you on the stream?
Yeah, for real.
Justin McElroy,
It's
you
Justin McElroy
DM
in the
me.
chat.
you better come on the stream at some point during this time. You are a co-founder of Polygon, and this is our first charity stream, and you better be on this dang charity stream, okay? All right.
Slide into the DMs.
This is like an anti-power move.
Anyway,
Whoa.
for real though, DM me somehow, and I will, if you want to come on the stream. No
Yeah.
pressure. It's all for charity.
Yeah,
But let's,
you should
let's,
come and hang
For
out.
Charity, Justin.
Let's get
No
going.
big deal.
No,
Yeah, it's
no,
only
no.
for
Just making
for
the world a better
justice.
place.
We're only trying. Yeah, we're only trying to get some people who are innocent of crimes out of prison.
You know.
Mm.
Okay, what were we
Oof,
doing?
okay.
We've all rolled d4s, and we're gonna let you ruin our lives now.
Okay, great. Brian, No, actually, we'll start with Simone. Simone, what number did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Replace number 9 with the word magnifying.
Ooh.
You look devastated. We'll talk about. I want to know what your original words are, but we'll get there when we get there. Josh, what number did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
You will replace number 5 with the word lurking.
Oh.
Pat, what number did you
4.
roll? You will replace number 10 with mushrooming.
Oh, god damn it.
I also rolled a d4 to figure out who gets what. And Brian, what number did you roll?
I rolled a 3 as well.
Okay, so that will be number 9 as well, is crooning now. So that's going to be
All
fun.
right.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You croon.
Okay, everybody. Now we figure out what kind of characters you're playing. And we figure this out by doing your character sheet, which is going to be based on those words you just wrote. You all start at level 1. Your class is your noun from number 1. And everybody go ahead, we'll go around and tell me what you rolled for number 2. So Brian, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2 for number 2.
You are a thief. So
Okay,
you're whatever you wrote down for number 1 and a thief, that kind of thief.
So do I roll
Josh, nope, just whatever you rolled for number 2. And we will go around at the end of this and figure out, and you can just introduce your characters.
Okay, got you.
So Josh, what did you roll for number 2?
I rolled a 5.
Congratulations, you are a bard. Pat, what did you roll for number 2?
I rolled a 1.
You are a fighter.
Yes.
And Simone.
I'm a meal fighter.
Simone, what did you roll?
I also rolled a 1.
Excellent. So we got 2 fighters. 2 fighters, a bard, and a
Nice.
thief. Good
solid
spread.
party.
Yeah.
Good fun.
So just as a reminder, you are whatever you wrote down for number 1, and then your class. So that is the specific kind of class you have.
Awesome.
The example they give in the script is if a player wrote the word cheese for number 1 and rolled a number 3 for number 2, they would be a cheese wizard.
That's a good wizard.
God, I wish that were me.
Your race is whatever you wrote for number 3.
Oh
me.
no.
For example, a Simone's horseman
Yep,
or a frog
that's
spawn
me.
person. For example.
All right. That's great. So
I
what
am
was
in-
his name again?
Are we saving the reveals of these for once we've finished this process?
I think that'll be fun. Yeah, we'll take a minute.
Okay.
We'll take a minute for you guys to compose your characters and sort of think about what their names and whole fucking deal is. We'll do
Okay,
that
great.
after we go through all of this.
This is gonna get
Your
real off.
your ancestral weapon is a number 4 of number 5. So whatever noun you have for number 4 and whatever ing verb you have of number 5, for example, a spoon of jumping.
Nice. Man, I'm gonna be absolutely no use to all of you.
You and me both, Ryan. You and me both.
Your background is number 6 and number 7. So for example, an angry clerk.
Nice.
I can't wait for this to happen.
So 8 through 10 are your skills.
Oh no.
Fuck me.
Yes. Jenna, you lied to us. No.
You're right, I did. I thought it was going to be adjectives. I've forgotten that this would actually just be your abilities. Really
so
excited to learn what mushrooming is. You are good at 2 of these and a little bit bad at 1 of them, but you can do all 3 of them. So go ahead and write a +1 next to 2 of them and a -1 next to 1 of them.
Sorry, it's 8 through 10.
8 through 10.
Gotcha.
No. This is good. This is what Mad Libs needed was consequences. right?
Truly.
Stakes.
Did you say plus
yeah.
2 or plus 1?
+1. 2 of the skills get a +1. 1 of the skills gets a -1.
Okay.
Okay. And so I'm going to give everybody before we take a moment to wrap up what your characters are. A meaty, a vibrant and intense donation just came in from a one Mr. Justin McElroy, erasing all sins in my eyes. And justifying 100% if he is not able to join us for this stream. An incredible $1,000 from Justin McElroy. Thank you so much, Justin. I'm so sorry about sassing you earlier.
That was my fault.
Which is that someone called Hoops McElroy also gave $10, and I am concerned that somebody may be impersonating Justin McElroy. In our
Oh, that's a great point. No, Simone, you're so right that we actually don't know that could be anybody pretending to be Justin McElroy. Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna choose to believe it was him.
Justin comes on the stream with us.
We were just calling cowards?
I shouldn't bully him. I'm sorry.
My producer brain is just like, no, we can't have him on. We don't have a 6-person scene. We don't have a scene for 6 people. Stop asking him to come on. Stop asking him to come on.
Yeah, join at a different time, Justin, if you want to. You are cordially invited to the stream, by the way.
You are cordially invited.
You have a formal, legitimately no pressure. We understand it's a busy time, especially if you have children at home, which none of us do.
Yep.
Yes,
it's a busy time and an unprecedented time.
Whoa, that's so deep, Pat.
That was really
it's an
presidential.
emotional time.
Did you just create that?
Pat, are you a part of a brand or something? Like, what are you?
In these unprecedented times, do you want to? I want to know what's going to happen next in this game.
Everybody, you're going to go around. I'm going to prompt you, and you will tell me what your 11 through 13 are. These are going to be secret, and I'm going to use them as we explore the dungeon.
Okay.
So, Brian, read to me your 11, 12, and 13.
Okay. 11 was, again, from a donation, Paranoid. 12 was The Goat Man. And 13 was Unionizing.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yes, I'm wearing my WGAE union shirt. Rep. Josh, go ahead and give me your 11, 12, and 13.
Sure. My 11 is Coerced. My 12 is Truckosaurus. And then 13 is Air Fryer.
Great. Was your number 1 coerce or course?
Course, like the sands of Star Wars reference. I don't know. I forgot the link.
Sands of Star Wars reference.
I love that book.
I love that. I love when Hayden Christensen says, "I hate sand. It's on this planet that I'm on, and I hate it."
The Star Wars news from yesterday overwhelmed my brain, and this is what we got.
Pat, give me your 11, 12, and 13.
Massive, Shoggoth, and Bog.
Great ones.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And Simone, 11, 12, 13.
Gritty, Hydra, and Handwoven Basket. Feel free to delete the handwoven if it is not, if adjectives are not permitted.
No, I love it.
That's
It's
flavor
perfect.
text.
Yeah, it's good and flavorful. Okay.
Great Pat.
Excellent.
Excellent. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to sort of figure out names for your characters, any backstory you want.
Okay.
And if you want to draw a little bit of a picture for them, I'm going to give you a minute to do that. And then I'm just going to hang out in the chat where you guys figure that out.
That sounds great. If you wouldn't mind reading off some good donations too.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull up our dashboard. Justin's comment on his beautiful $1,000 donation was, "I co-founded Polygon and was not invited on this stream." But I don't think that's true. I think Brian, I think you reached out
No,
to him.
I did not reach out to him. It slipped my mind. There's too many other things that I had, too many moving parts that I was in charge of, and it just totally, I just dropped the ball. So it is really my fault, isn't it?
Amazing. That's so funny. Justin, you are of course welcome on the stream. Please just reach out to any of us. I'm so sorry.
I was too busy doing tech stuff with Pat for most of that day, and I kept being like, I have to remember to, but I didn't. By the way, sorry, Simone, remind me what your horse's name is?
Navarre.
He's
not my horse. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It still counts.
Emotionally, I feel that. Yeah.
Got it. For sure.
I'm seeing some great really amazing words. And I want to read out the names and the words, but that's going to be a lot. So thank you for everybody. Thank you, a hobo in the corner, a beautiful $100 donation. Appreciate it so much. Joe Taleli for the $250 donation. Remarkable. Thank you so much. Zelda and Dea, $50 donation. They thank us for being awesome. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you for donating. And then we have got a bunch that's like Awooga, Dinosaurs, Punkish, Saunter, Coquettish, Truth, Loot, Effervescent.
Wow, those are great words.
Some really good words. Patagonia, I like that, from Anonymous. Yeah. Rascal asks, is that bong shaped like a Gundam? Which is just a really important question that sometimes you got to ask yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for Andrew Ferguson for the $20 donation. Thank you for Ezra the Duke, another $20. Thank you for Bongy in Motion. A whole bunch of anonymouses. Thank you. Thank you, Burnham Turnip, Simone's mom. I don't think it's actually your mom, but somebody who has described. Here's why I don't.
If it's true,
Here's why I don't think it's you, because the comment on it is Simone's blue, Abu Di Abu Dai. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Hermit Sarah, joining us, even though you're a hermit. Appreciate that. Thank you for a Hoops McElroy. Thank you, the Meat Robot. Thank you, Olivia Jordan. Thank you, Not Hoops. Appreciate your honesty. Thank you, Justin McElroy 2 and Justin McElroy 3. And Mustin Jackelroy. Thank you, Allison DeVoe. Thank you, insert Star Wars reference here for your... Thank you for Justin's invitation. A $10 donation. It says embossed with gold, lost in mail. Thank you, Crustin McElroy. Thank you, the fourth McElroy brother. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Justin McElroy Froer. Thank you, Tori Kors, who says the real Justin McElroys were the donations we made along the way.
Wow, that's great.
It's true.
Thank you, everybody, for donating. All right, you guys ready?
Characters together, yeah.
Y'all ready? You got
Definitely.
names? All right, so
yeah.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to go around. I'm going to have you each introduce your character, and then I'm going to break down for you how we're going to play this game. So, Brian, why don't you start?
Yes. I'm Navarre. I'm a horse, specifically Simone's horse. And though I am an effervescent luthier, and I am just so bubbly as I make these beautiful guitars, I have turned to crime. Specifically, I am a bench thief. I just love the benches out there. I love to sit near them. I'm a horse, though, so I can't sit on them. That is a difficulty. It's also difficult for me is that I have a weapon that's been passed down for generations in my family, the canoe of discombobulation. It's really, really great. The canoe of discombobulating. I'm not sure necessarily if I'm pretty sure the reason it's so discombobulating is that a horse is wielding a canoe as a weapon. So I think just by seeing that image, it's powerful. My powers are indeed dabbing, crooning. I'm good at both of those things, and I am a -1 in boring. So I'm not very good at boring people, but I still have the power to do it.
You're bad at being
That's
boring.
a real job interview. Like, what are your weaknesses? Like,
boring.
Just too interesting.
I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah, you know.
Can I ask, did you draw this? Because
Oh, yeah,
I would
sorry,
like to
here's-
see the discombobulating
Navarre.
canoe.
Oh,
No, it's just you just see the horse. You don't have to know where the canoe comes from. That's part of the discombobulating
Okay.
aspect of it.
That's great.
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Josh, tell us about your character.
Hello, I am Aubergines. I am an eggplant man. I am also a bard, but I am a bard of buttons, and I play them on my eggplant body. On top of that
Nice.
with my cape, and a weapon that's been passed down from generation to generation from the hillsides of Nightshade City. It would be the belt buckle of lurking, which allows my family to survive after all these years of being the only eggplants from Nightshade City. I'm really good at sweating, I'm really good at pissing, but I'm really bad at fleeing, so I will not let this party down.
Why would you choose to give a +1 to sweating and pissing? And
I would just
You
like to
never
say this
know.
right now. Slippery as fuck.
You can't get a hold of him.
You can't.
yeah,
You can't. I am too slippery. I will play my buttons as I run away and slip away.
amazing.
What are
Did
the
you draw
buttons
a
on?
picture?
Sorry.
Oh yes, I did draw a picture. Hold on. It is.
Aw.
Oh,
He
yeah.
plays his
Okay.
buttons. He is a thing, and then he is just a flag. Yeah, great stuff.
Really good, really good.
Lovely.
Pat, tell us about you.
I am Wes. I am a toad meal fighter. I don't know what that means. Do we decide what that means right now?
Yeah.
Or throughout the play. You don't have to decide now. You don't have to commit
Okay, well,
yourself.
I'm just gonna for now. I'm just gonna say I'm a toad meal fighter. And sorry, what are 6 and 7 again? Is that my origin?
6 and 7, yeah, your background. So you combine
My
them
background.
to make
Oh,
to make a phrase.
Well, I'm a thirsty librarian.
Yeah.
I like everybody to stay nice and quiet, because that's what I'm into. And then my skills are I am good at smoking and mushrooming,
There you go.
and I'm not very good at leaping, which is funny because I'm a toad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Dang. A lot of people.
Excellent.
Lot.
Did you draw a picture?
Oh yeah, sorry, thanks. I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Really good.
wow.
Really
That's a
good.
Miyazaki character right there.
Oh, that's
Reminds
my
me,
weapon.
what's your weapon? Oh yeah.
That's the axe of melting.
Oh, that's pretty dope, actually. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's a really good one.
Simone, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Long ago, there was a primordial swamp, and on the edges of this swamp grew a menacing fern. And this is what Linda, parenthesis S, Linda's, the tadpoles that I am, grasped as they emerged from the swamp, not having evolved into frogs, but sticking as tadpoles. We, Lindas, emerged from the swamp for one reason: to fight beans. I am a bean fighter. We are a bean fighter. They look too much like tadpoles is the thing. Hate those guys so much. But of course we had to survive once we came out of the swamp. So we became a cowboy sometimes, an inconsistent cowboy, if you will, on and off, always slipping from one ranch to another with the menacing fern always in tow. I am good at bowling and slurping. I'm okay at magnifying. And I have a picture of us.
Great.
Oh, there they
Amazing.
are.
It's really good.
There's Linda's.
Yep.
Linda's.
Spectacular. What a beautiful horde of creatures. You all drew a picture, so you all get 1 XP.
Yay.
Yeah. So the goal in this is to beat the dungeon and not die and to level up. You level
Okay.
up when you have 5 XP. So congratulations, you're all 1/5 of the way there. You are playing basically for XP and shiny gold coins, which can be used to buy stuff from the shopkeeper, which you may or may not discover in the dungeon. Let's see. So you're going to explore floor by floor this dungeon. It will get more difficult as you go down. And you will be faced with challenges, sometimes monsters, sometimes other stuff. To beat those challenges, you will have to roll 2 d6. If you can explain to me how something in your class background, one of your weapons, or one of your skills, if they are relevant in some way, you get to add an additional d6 to that. Let's see. if you have a relevant skill or weapon, they add or subtract the relevant number attached to them. So just keep that in mind. You can still justify. So if you are bad, for example, at God, I've already forgotten everything you guys are bad at.
Boring.
Leaping.
Fleeing.
So if you are trying to flee, you still get that extra d6 to your roll, but it will be -1 whatever you roll, because you're not that good at it. You've got some skills. You're working on it. If you roll a 10 or above, it's a total success. You've done a good job. A 7 to 9 is a qualified success, and it might result in you taking damage or something bad or humiliating happening to you.
I love that.
2 through 6 is an unequivocal failure. You will take damage and you will be humiliated. That's just in the rules. That's not me.
You will be humiliated.
You only have to roll for a challenge or anything else I decide is challenging. So some stuff you'll just be able to do for free. And whatever the results of the roll is will determine what happens. If you take damage, you cross out one of your skills and they can no longer be used. Once all three of your skills are crossed out, you are dead. So you have 3 hit points, basically.
That's oof.
You get an XP point when you defeat a challenge, but only if you are the person who rolled the thing that defeats the challenge. So it's a race. It's a race to beat stuff. And you all get an XP if you survive the dungeon. And if you if you survive a level, I should say, of the dungeon. I also wrote down all of the things that you said to me. And if I use one of these in a description of the dungeon, you'll get an XP point for that as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. You'll get gold coins along the way. We won't worry about that right now. Do you have any questions before we hop into it?
No, what was that last part about if we use something?
If I use one of the words.
If you do, okay.
Yeah, if I use one of these in building the dungeon, you get an XP point. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Good luck. All right.
I think my only thought before we start is that we are at 27,500. We're very close to 2,800. And at 30K for the Innocence Project, a very good cause, we are bumping that goal up to 420.69. And I think that we all would love to see it. Just thought I'd shout that out again.
Thank you. It was an excellent plug. Yeah, if you guys haven't donated, I've been seeing donations pop up in the corner, but I've been so busy talking about Skull Wizards because I wanted to get into the dungeon that we haven't been reading them off.
Thank
but
you,
I see
Linda's for donating.
I see Bean Fighter as well.
A lot of great donations coming in.
Thank you for
really
all the
good
donations.
ones. I see Shrek Apologist, who has already donated a couple of times, so thank you so much, Shrek Apologist. Excellent. All right. Welcome to the dungeon. You 4 gather in a dirty tavern, and you see ahead of you a dirty peasant. Somebody give me an adjective and a noun.
Slimy. Rock.
This haggard old peasant comes up to you as you're drinking in the tavern and says, "Can you 4 adventurers help me? I've lost my favorite slimy rock in the dungeon." Go ahead and take an XP point, Simone.
Yay!
I say that doesn't sound like a thing I'd want back.
Oh, but it's my favorite slimy rock. It's the slimiest, and the slime tastes the best.
When you say slime, it tastes the best? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm missing a step there. Did you make the slime? Did you put the rock into the slime? What's going on there?
It grows naturally on the slime. The rock. It's a property of the slime. You lick a little bit off and then wait for it to grow back. It's a fun little treat. If you're a dirty peasant, you have so few joys in your life.
Yeah, no, that sounds right to me. I'll get that for you.
I'll give you each a shiny gold coin if you bring it back for me.
What if I play some more of my button music and we keep getting 2 coins instead of 1?
Do you have a skill that you can roll to convince somebody of that? Because I don't think sweating or pissing is going to do it.
Nope, just banging out these tunes, just letting it rock.
All right, roll
Actually,
you can roll a 2d6 if you want to try to convince them to give you more money. And while you're doing that, Simone, what are you doing?
I was just going to say, if that doesn't work, I think I could magnify our reward and immediately regret making that my -1 skill.
I got 10.
Okay, the peasant says, "Oh boy, I'm so dirty, but certainly I've got spare gold coins for you. Sure, absolutely 2 gold coins, please. It's my favorite rock slime."
Plays a great happy tune on his chess button board.
Great, excellent. Do you
Alright.
accept my quest?
We do.
I do.
Don't lick the
no.
rock.
Oh, character voices. Hang on, character.
Why
what
not?
is it?
Oh.
It's my rock. It's got my tongue all over it.
Well, it grows back, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess I don't really know the bacterial load of such a thing. My parents just always told me, you don't share your slime rock.
Good advice.
My parents said that too, and I didn't understand it until this very moment. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Everything's been leading up to this.
All right.
Adventure away.
I'm going to roll to see what your first hazard is. So, the 4 of you adventurers enter the dungeon. It's dark. It's not very slimy, which is good because that should make the slime rock really pop out visually. You descend and you come immediately to a fork in the corridor. There's a left and there's a right. And you see, you see a fork. What do you guys do?
I just keep walking to the right. Because that's just what I do when I'm in a dungeon.
That's a good advice. Everybody give me 2 nouns. Or no, one of you give me 2 nouns. Whoever says it fastest will get the XP.
Frame
Bread
stand.
basket.
Bread basket and Simone, what did you say? Was it anything?
Frame
It was-
stand. That's what she said.
You know, let Pat have this one.
I needed 2. So I'm going to do bread and box.
There we go.
Okay. So you go right, and you come upon a door made of bread. What will you possibly do?
I immediately go over to Wes and I hold him down. I'm like, look, I know you love to fight meals, but this is a door.
Let
It
me
is not
fucking
a
at him, man. Let me at him.
Don't you fight this door right now, okay? Let's just try to
He's
open it.
fucking looking at me, man.
So could one
wanna
of you
go?
handle this? Linda's, can you open this door for us?
Can I go
I'm
right
gonna-
up to that door and use my skill of slurping to devour it?
I'm attempting to raise my axe.
No, you can't use an axe. It's not serrated. What are you doing? You need a serrated knife to cut bread.
What if I sweat a little bit on it?
Oh yeah.
No, absolutely not. I will lick a slime rock, but I will not lick you.
Just a little bit of sweat.
Simone, go ahead and roll a 3d6 for your slurping. And Pat, if you want to attack it, roll your dice for that as well. 3d6.
All right. How many d6?
It would be 3 because you have a relevant weapon.
Oh, I do.
I rolled 3 5s, very improbably.
Jesus, I rolled. I
Nice.
rolled 5 total.
Okay. Well, I think what happens is that Linda's successfully and confusingly slurp up enough of the door that it kind of like half swings open. It's made out of a nice thick focaccia. Really tasty.
Mamma
Yeah, really good
mia.
stuff. And you do it so quickly and efficiently that it's not there when Wes swings. So what happens to Wes that is so embarrassing?
Oh, do I
Power's
get
in
to
your
decide?
hands.
Yeah. If you want to, or I can just say something.
He swings the axe down, and since the door is not there, he just hits himself right in the nuts with the hilt of his axe.
And everyone sees. And
we're
you
all-
know everybody sees.
Mhm.
Song of Sadness plays on the buttons.
Linda's are pretending they don't see, but they see.
That's kind of nice of Linda's to play it off.
Yeah, that is nice of them.
So you successfully pass by the bread door
Mhm.
and enter a new chamber. Let me roll a d4 real quick. And you come across. Let me think about this. So you enter a chamber. It's a a stone chamber. You guys are in a stone dungeon. But weirdly, there's beautiful fields of wheat have grown. And you see shuffling around, you see kind of a little bit of a tail poking up. And as you enter, the tail, which is kind of like rooting around in the wheat, stops. And then up stands up a goatman. And the goatman, how is that gonna happen?
I consult my time as a librarian, as a thirsty librarian, and the many hours I spent flipping through the books, the stacks at my library, and I ask myself if I know anything about goatmen.
I think you definitely do. Go ahead and roll a 3d6 and we'll see how much you know.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's 11.
Okay.
And yeah.
Excellent. You know a lot because you rolled successfully. So you know goatmen, especially as a thirsty librarian, you know they're pretty horny. In the sense that they have literal horns. And so they are known to be fearsome. They are known to be very territorial. And you did just step into the chamber with one. You do know that they can be easily lured with wine or song or other festivities. They are a very festive folk. They can also be defeated in combat. You'll notice that this one, as they stand up, they also hold up over their shoulder a scythe that it seems like they have been using to cut down this wheat. You also notice you hear a weird popping sound, and you can smell something that smells beautiful and roasted on the air. It seems that this goatman is air frying some fresh wheat to make a little bit of a snack for themselves. Yeah. It's just a little tasty little snack. You also notice that they are massive. When they stand up, you realize that they are just a giant goatman.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for your very good recommendations.
Biggest goatman. Okay, got it.
Huge goatman. Bigger than a goat or a man normally is.
Okay.
As an inconsistent cowboy, may I at this moment ride Navarre?
I think you'd have to ask Navarre that.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a question to me specifically.
Excuse me. Hey.
Yes.
Up there.
Listen.
Listen. I'm kind of small and we are kind of small and worried about this large size and hooves with Goatman. May we just slip on up there?
Absolutely. Feel free. I am a horse.
Right.
This is what I'm built to do, is to, take people around.
I might get off someday because I'm pretty inconsistent about being a cowboy. But Linda begins to improbably many tadpoles.
Yeah.
Slide up onto Navarre's back.
All right, great.
Amazing. Excellent. Okay. What does anybody else want to take some sort of action?
Albergine would like to play a nice song to possibly connect with this massive goat creature.
Okay.
Maybe just a light, electro pop type of deal. Maybe something from his past, something referential, and play it on the chest button keyboard right here. Just a little tap, 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 tap. And maybe sing a little song along the way.
Beautiful.
Just to distract them a bit.
Yeah, well, give me a 3d6 roll on that.
Gotcha. That's a 5. That's on the floor. That's a 6. And that is 12.
Okay, that's a success. So what were you attempting to do with this?
I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. Maybe ask him calmly to drop the scythe, and maybe give us some air-fried wheat for fun.
Okay.
Clackety clack, clack, clack.
Well, that was a beautiful roll. So the goat man kind of like dances along with it. It's like, yeah, is that from one of your early albums? That's really tight.
Aubergine City 2.
They lower their scythe and they say, yeah, as long as you guys are just passing through, you can't stay here. But yeah, that should be fine. You guys want some popped wheat?
Oh god, that sounds
Oh
really
yes,
good.
please.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
can go ahead and grab some handfuls of top, but be careful.
I've
I
never
don't
had
have any
popped
salt.
wheat.
Sorry.
Slurp that right up.
What is popped wheat?
I don't know. I don't know if that's anything. I think
Okay.
like puffy wheat. Isn't that just like popped wheat?
It sounds like
Yeah,
Kellogg's
like crunchy
Pops.
cereal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Hang on. Sorry. Role play reminder here from chat. Fuck no, man. That sounds gross.
I was gonna say,
Hang on.
you're
Is that a
whale
meal or a
fighter.
snack?
Oh, that's a
meal or
good
snack?
question. Depends
I
how
think
much you
that's
eat,
definitely
but
a snack.
it's
I'm
it's a
jumping
snack.
in.
We're cool. We're cool.
Yeah.
We're cool. We're cool, man.
Yeah,
Forget about it.
yeah,
All right.
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So he's gonna let us pass.
yeah. I think it's gonna let you pass.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice, perfect.
Excellent.
I trot off.
Josh,
I
you get
canter off.
you get 1
Was-
XP for defeating the goatman.
I
Did I
haven't
get
even used my
XP
belt
for
buckle yet.
eating the door?
No, you did
Okay.
not.
Fair,
Sorry.
Fair enough.
But you all get 1 XP for completing this level of the dungeon. You see
Okay.
past
Ooh.
this pasture, there's a set of stairs descending further into the ground.
Hmm.
Excellent.
Well,
Bringing
let's get on
you
down there.
to level 2.
Oh no.
And you find another fork in the road, regrettably. But that's fine. You find another fork in the road. You can go left or right.
Wes chose a good one last time. We should let Wes do it again.
Yeah, I'm already walking to
Click-clack.
the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
We'll follow West.
I'm gonna give Navarre a little slap with my tails,
Thank you.
just to keep you
Just-
aware, keep us
yeah.
connected.
That's good.
Somebody give me an adjective.
Milky.
Great. You continue. Would you say left or right?
Right.
Okay. You go down a corridor towards the right, and it slopes down a little, and then right before you realize it, it opens up into another room with a very large chasm, a large milky chasm.
Okay.
It's really deep, so it's about 15 feet down into the chasm. You can see that there's just like a rushing river of milk.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh boy, I'd like to slurp that.
hey, before you slurp that, listen to me, okay, Linda's? All right, you've already slurped one thing in this dang dungeon. You're always asking to slurp stuff. Let me, just for a second, I'm looking at this river. I got no fucking clue what's going on here. Why don't we add a little extra confusion and ride this river in my canoe? It's confusing too. Why don't we take a little journey in my
I
canoe?
like
of
this
discombobulating?
journey.
I do too.
I like this journey.
Absolutely.
My character Wes is like, oh man, the river's fucking looking at me, man.
It's okay. It's okay. It is perfectly fine.
All right.
Tap 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 tap.
All right.
Great. Okay, so you're all.
into the canoe.
I love
swing out the
this.
big canoe of discombobulation, and then I pop it right up in that milky chasm as you described it, and we're all up in there.
Great. I just love the image of a horse in a canoe, like a lot. It's just
You
fun to
popped
visualize.
your canoe into the milky chasm.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
The discombobulating canoe.
Hmm.
'Cause
Um,
it sort of to me feels like Washington crossing Delaware. We're all in different positions as we majestically cross the river.
So we are. Continue.
Washington crosses the Derryware.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, well, you sink down into this cool, crisp river of milk, and you allow it
I'm
to.
glad you decided it's cool.
Oh yeah, warm
Oh,
or tepid
could
milk
it-
river.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It
Mm-mm.
it could have been
Yeah.
like lukewarm.
Could have
Yeah.
been. It ain't. Never say don't do nothing for you. All right, you guys dip into your milk canoe and float on down the river. It's beautiful. It's a really relaxing scene, you get the impression it's covering up a load screen, but you don't even mind because it's just a nice experience.
Yeah.
And eventually it sort of idles to a stop on like a sandy beach off to the left and allows you the chance to disembark.
Beautiful. I'm glad about that.
Thank you
I
for the
am-
canoe.
Absolutely. And then as soon as everyone steps out of the canoe, they turn around and the canoe is gone and they don't know where it went. But I still have it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Can
that's
I
just
start?
part of the-
Can I start sweating a little bit because I'm very confused by this? I'm discombobulated.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you step off the beach and you notice up ahead there's kind of a weird, almost like forested area, which is because you are underground. I don't have an explanation for that. Magic, I guess. But you see a big forested area, and as you're watching, you think you catch sight of something, but you're not like totally certain. It's just like in gaps in the trees, you think you can see something. Just
Well, let me go ahead and magnify that.
Excellent. So you magnify it, and what you see is a really, really grainy and really like pixelated image of what looks like some sort of giant ape man, maybe
Oh.
some sort of Bigfoot adjacent creature. And what's extra weird is that you can also see they've got a bag of buttons and a couple posters, and you stop and you see them like put up a poster on a tree and like continue along their way. And if you magnetize up on the poster, you see that it has it says WGAE Woodland Guild of of I need an A and an E of animals exotic.
Anthropomorphic.
Oh yeah.
Animals ensemble.
Of Animals Ensemble. So the
Okay.
Woodland Guild of Animals Ensemble joined today. You have met the unionizing Bigfoot. They are also
Great.
coarse, but you don't. It's hard to determine that from a distance.
All right.
How coarse? I just need to know just for my character's sake.
Pretty darn coarse. It's the only notable thing about them. So
Okay.
Consider.
Just put it out there.
I'm going to I have an idea.
Please.
I mean, can we
Wes, tell us
try to
your
go?
idea.
Yeah, here's my idea. I want to figure out about this animal union. Wait, I'm a
How
frog.
many of us are animals? 3 of us are animals.
Yeah.
What are you? What are you? You're
Yeah.
a grapefruit, right? No,
An eggplant.
I'm an
Eggplant.
eggplant. Thank you very much. Eggplant.
Yeah.
Aubergine,
okay.
the eggplant.
Can we dress you up like an animal? What animal looks the most like an eggplant?
Hold on. Can I bring up my time being a chimney sweep? And as that results, can I take my chimney sweep broom and make it so that it becomes like antlers, so I could be sort of like a moose type creature or
Just a
another
fucked
antler
up looking
creature?
moose.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that.
Because those things are so close together.
Yeah,
I
it's
wanna
going
be
to
an
involve a
animal too.
roll, but yeah, I don't see why you can't do that.
Okay.
I'll make you a roll for it when it's relevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you've
think
disguised
we should go
yourself.
check out this union meeting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Excellent.
I want to know what they're all about.
Mhm.
great. So you go deeper into the woods and you come across a clearing, and there's a bunch of there's like squirrels and rabbits, and there's a couple bears and some deer and some raccoon, just a whole motley crew of cute woodland animals. And then you see
Mhm.
Bigfoot at the front, who's like, and Bigfoot is like, but you listen, we have power when we join together. It's they've got more money and they've got more legal power, but we've got power in our collective ability. We just need to band together and focus on, they don't control us. We control our work, and if we band together, we can control our work together. The Bigfoot sees you guys approach. Josh, go ahead and give me a 3d6 disguise roll.
That's a 9.
Ooh, okay, it's a qualified success. And I think in this case that means the Bigfoot notices you and does think you are some sort of antlered creature, but also thinks you're really dirty and maybe diseased because you are purple. And so
Mhm.
they just
This is true.
think you're really sick.
Okay.
I just realized that we're gigging it right now. We're scabs. I just realized that all 4 of us are scabs.
Well,
Well,
we don't know who they are. Who's they in this scenario? We might not be working for the man.
are we the man?
Good point.
No, we're not the man. We're animals. Come on.
Yeah.
Not even you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to approach Bigfoot. I guess I'll kind of slip my way through this crowd of animals because I am curious. I do have questions about who we are, who has the money in this scenario that we are unionizing to be stronger together against. Bigfoot? Is that
Yes.
Bigfoot? Is that your name?
Yes, that's
Yeah?
me. I'm Bigfoot.
Oh.
Thank you for coming to my union meeting.
Thank you for holding it. Do you have some kind of pamphlet or some reading material that my friends and I could look over?
No, we're animals.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't have access
Good point.
to a lot of the things
Do
involved
you
in
have
making
an oral
pamphlets.
history that you could pass on to me?
I can answer any questions you have. Are you thinking of joining?
Yeah. Oh, I'm quite interested. Yeah. I mean, we had to really haggle to get the payment that we are getting for the job that we're on right now, and that was hard. And I think that had we been represented perhaps by a union, we would not have had to had those discussions in the moment like that, you know? Because
Oh,
it
so
would have
you're-
been there would have been
yeah.
a contract. It would have been codified.
Yeah, you're looking to unionize. I respect that. I'm trying to imagine how is this going to be a chat? Like, how are you going to defeat Bigfoot in this section? I think it's going to be charm.
I've got an
We're
idea.
going to union
Okay.
bust Bigfoot.
No.
Oh no!
Here's-
Oh no!
I walk up to Bigfoot, and but first I say, hey, Lindas, we gotta get going after this, but don't worry, I'm gonna do something really impressive right now. And I go up to Bigfoot and I say, hey, look, big fan of your work, super good stuff you're doing right now. We are on board 100%, and then I dab, because that's one of my skills. And I'm hoping that that's enough to convince him that we're cool enough to be a part of it, and we can just keep on moving.
Okay, give me a roll of 3d6 to
Yes, I
convince
got you.
to convince Bigfoot that y'all are legit and not scabs who just got hired by
Yeah.
somebody off the street.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. That would be 9 plus 1 because I'm good at dabbing. So 10.
Okay, that's an unmitigated success. Go ahead and show us the dab that you do.
I just go up there, and as a horse, so you have to imagine I am a horse at this point. So like this, and then I have to go.
That's a good dab.
Yeah, that's really good. Really impressive. Yeah, I think it's the fact that you are a horse and are dabbing is the thing that really
Mhm.
impresses Bigfoot. He's like, you guys are real serious about this. Okay. They reach into their bag and they hand you a bunch of buttons that have the WGAE logo on them, so you
Nice.
can people will know that you're part of the crew, that you're
I don't
legit.
know. This might change my output on my vest, but okay.
Yeah.
An extra button. See how I do it.
Gonna pin that right to my cowboy hat, which I sometimes wear.
Mhm.
Guys, this is a different octave.
Just doesn't work.
Ooh.
And Bigfoot says, "Okay, y'all owe me union dues."
Yep. Understandable.
That's fair.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's fine.
What's 1% of a gold coin?
Bigfoot looks confused. They're like, I don't actually know.
You know,
why don't we- you know what?
Here.
You're on the ground floor here. If you're on the ground floor, you don't have to pay the upfront dues. We'll take it out of your paycheck later on.
Okay.
Quick
that's
question:
fine.
what is the union doing with our dues? Like, what do we get for that money?
Lots of great things. Well, among them was we hire lawyers to help litigate any issues that we have with the Dungeoneers that send people down here. That's a big one. Yeah,
like
and
a
we
useful
do
service.
events. Yeah, it's super
who in
useful.
the animal kingdom are the lawyers?
Probably the raccoons. Does that feel right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds right.
I think that's fair.
Raccoon
Okay.
lawyer
I think
sounds
they can
like a
really do
respectable
paperwork for
institution.
one thing.
Maybe mice.
I like this guy. So to sort of sweeten the pot with him before we leave, I'm gonna use utilize one of my special skills, smoking. And I was like, yeah, man, you wanna?
Roll a 3d6 to see if he wanna.
If he wants to, get some
That's
gun
12.
bank in him.
That's 12.
12 is an unmitigated success. Bigfoot's
So
like,
do we get high with Bigfoot?
yeah, you guys. Anybody who wants to get high with Bigfoot right now gets high with Bigfoot.
Wonderful.
All right. Do
Wonderful.
we get some kind of stat change for that?
I do
Oh.
not because of risk of being discovered.
Yeah, you gotta play safe.
Y'all have +1 chill for the next level, and it's up to you
Cool.
to deploy that as needed.
All right.
That'll just be a
Good.
flat +1 bonus to a roll of your choice. One roll of your choice.
I'm
Nice.
so
Awesome.
sick.
Yeah, man, that cough sounds really bad. You shouldn't smoke. Also, is that gangrene? What's up with you?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's fair. No, I shouldn't have asked. That was really
Totally fair.
disrespectful.
That
All
was
right.
rude. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming out to the meeting, guys. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Hey, Bigfoot, before we go, have you seen a slimy rock around here?
Bigfoot's like, oh yeah, actually, I have one if you want, and they reach down and pick up a moss covered rock. It's pretty slimy, right?
I love it. I love what you're working with, but yeah, it's really slimy. I think I'm looking for something a little more in the viscous territory. I
Yeah,
imagine.
they always are. Yeah,
Everlasting, kind of,
sorry.
sort of.
yeah, that's fair. No, I haven't seen what you're looking for.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you guys are all
Thanks,
right.
bro. Peace.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Excellent. And you successfully exit this level of the dungeon.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. Do we all get XP?
Yeah, you all get 1 XP. Anybody level up yet?
I was gonna say, do I get one because of unionizing and also using my canoe?
Yes.
I get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So I have leveled up. I'm at 5.
Excellent.
Right.
So when you
Do it.
level up, you get to add, you either get to uncross out one of your skills, so basically gain 1 HP, or you get to increase the numerical value of 1. So you could level out your -1 skill to 0, or make one of your
Mhm.
+1 skills +2.
I am gonna make my dabbing +2 because it seems really useful to me now. So get a +2 to dabbing.
Excellent.
Do I get anything for getting high with Bigfoot? Or is this? Sorry, yeah, I guess that's just a general rules question. Is the person who solves that floor the person who gets XP, or can there be multiple solvers per floor? 'Cause, like, I'm fine if fine gets it for just dabbing.
I think you both get an XP, and Bigfoot also slides you 1 gold coin for covering the cost of the weed. They're appreciative.
Wow, that's union brotherhood. Right?
We share the cost. We share the cost, brother.
I would like to wipe off all of this stuff, and can I put these antlers off, please?
Yeah, you find another milk river, so you can wash yourself with milk if that's what you want.
Nope, not just gonna say nothing at all. Just gonna be myself. Yep.
Okay, great. Excellent. So you descend to the 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
And you come across a hazard of some kind. Let me roll. Somebody give me an adjective, and somebody else give me a noun.
Quiet.
Snake.
Great. That's great. So you enter a long. Let me think about this. What are you guys going to do? You descend down a set of stone stairs, and you come across another big empty chamber, and at the center of that chamber there is a treasure chest, and coiled up around that treasure chest there's a very large snake that does not seem to be moving. Its eyes are not open, so you cannot tell if it is awake or if it has noticed you or anything along those lines. At the other end of the chamber there is another doorway that you can exit through.
The greed
Okay,
is upon me.
Yeah, I'm feeling greedy too.
Are there
I'd
any
like what is
benches
ever-
here?
Are there any what?
Benches specifically.
Yes, there's a very large bench.
Okay, then I'm also greedy. I also definitely want to steal that bench immediately. Like,
yeah.
bench
people,
thief.
everyone else is pausing, but as soon as I saw that bench, I am like full gallop toward that bench so I can pick it up and steal it.
Great. Okay. So you're galloping across the stone floor is quite loud. You go clop 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 clop, and can approach the bench. I think it's like a kind of a garden style bench. So it's got a back and it's got arms and it's covered in like green paint and it's got like nice filigree ironwork. And it's
Yeah,
a
for sure.
beautiful bench.
Nice. I pick it up and then I yell back, "Hey guys, I got a bench!"
That's great.
You see the snake start to lift up its head and kind of looks at the giant horse and looks at you and flicks its tongue out and just kind of winds itself tighter around the treasure chest while eyeing all of you balefully.
Look, don't
Does
worry,
anybody
guys.
have an
I
idea?
got the good
BGAE
treasure.
by any chance?
Sorry, yeah, let Simone do that.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
What?
Simone,
Okay.
high or low?
Hi.
They rolled a 10. I don't know if that counts as high or low.
Damn.
I think low? Wait.
It's up to you, Jenna.
I'm gonna roll it again. All right, that time I got a 7. So the
Firmly low.
Yeah, the snake looks at all of your badges and says, "No, I'm a scab."
Oh. Well.
I'm gonna. It's time to, I think, pull out my menacing fern, and with it, I will create the worst vibes that any of us have ever felt. It just
I am
feels
going to
bad
create
in here,
an
man.
environment that is so
So
toxic.
toxic.
I will create vibes that are so menacing, and I'm not doing anything yet. I've got my fern, and I'm menacing.
Great.
Because I won't be intimidated by scabs. No way.
That's great. That's a great attitude. Okay.
I would like to play a song of encouragement for my party. Just putting it out there. I got this new button. It's a different octave, but I think I could get it. And it just goes clack, 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 clack. We could do it clack, 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 clack. Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah.
That is great.
I don't want to stack too many actions here, but I'm also a greedy little toad. So while this is going on, I'm going to make my first attempt at mushrooming.
Excellent. Yeah.
Oh.
And the way I'm interpreting that is that this toad right here can turn into a little toadstool, and I'm going to try to sneak over to that chest while you're menacing this guy, so I can bust open that chest and see what's in there.
Okay. I love this. Let me think about how to do this.
Yeah.
I think this will be a distracting action that Josh and Simone are performing while you do a sneaking action using a bonus for your mushrooming. So
Okay.
all three of you roll 3d6s.
Okay.
While you're all rolling, I just want to remind everyone that we're coming up on the 33rd minute of this hour, which is when we all band together as animals in this union to donate $3.33 if we have it. We are within $1,500, so it does take like 450 people to donate $3.33 all at the same time. We have 3,000 people watching. I don't know if all of you, like, that's a lot of things, but if you could donate even just a little bit, that would be amazing. So just be aware of that 533 is coming up soon. So
Every little bit helps.
3,420, which I think feels pretty auspicious.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I rolled an 11.
All right. Simone?
I got a 7. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. So your distractions are pretty good. Like they do successfully distract. Yeah, they do successfully distract the snake. Snake's kind of like, I'm attracted to this music, but put off by that fern. I don't know what these vibes are. I think what happens is one is pulling you in and one of you is sending him away. And so the snake is just like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's a mushroom trying to sneak up on me. That's not going to fly. So they are going to, with your qualified success, I think what happens is you are able to sneak up on the chest and get it open, but as you do it, the snake latches out and bites you. So
Oh,
you do
Oh, no.
lose one skill of your choice.
Well, no more leaping for me.
Oh.
Aw, no leap
But
in
you had to
toe.
keep
Good at it
mushrooming.
anyway.
Which is really good. What do you guys do?
Gosh.
Wait, did we figure
I
out
have
what
my
was inside the
axe.
chest?
So the chest opens. You go creak, and somebody give me an ing verb.
Spiking?
Okay. Inside is a beautiful belt of spiking.
Oh. Well, gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, if that's something you want, figure out how to get it.
I was
I
gonna say,
bring
I know
down my axe.
Josh.
I didn't want to be that greedy. I didn't want to be like, now I will dual wield belts.
I'm just saying, if you already have a buckle, you could just pop it on this belt and then have a super powerful belt, right?
But will that power corrupt me? That's the real question.
That is the big question. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
I'm close to the snake, and I'm more concerned with that, so I'm going to hit it with my axe.
Great. Give me a 3d6 roll.
You got it.
I would like to walk while still playing, walk towards the
10.
chest and maybe go look at the belt and see if it's my type.
Great.
It might ruin the entire instrument that I'm like going for.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Pat, you swing your axe of, what is your axe of? It's an axe of melting?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, and you were successful. So you swing your axe of melting, and you get a beautiful, strong hit on this snake. And the snake kind of rears back, and it looks like it's screaming, but it doesn't actually make any sound because it's very quiet. But you cut like a beautiful, beautiful slice into it, and the snake kind of pulls back a little bit from the chest, but doesn't give it up entirely. And Josh, you're approaching. Are you doing something, or are you just getting closer?
Still playing my beautiful music, but I would like to hold on to the belt buckle of lurking so I can make my sneakiness a little bit easier.
Okay, so you're trying to sneak up to the chest.
Yes.
Sneak.
All right, give me a roll.
Oh god. All right, save me last dice. No, you did not save me. That is a 9.
Ooh, okay. So the snake sees you approaching with your music, and you are sneaking. Again, you get so close to the treasure chest, and you can see that belt is indeed beautiful. You want it. You don't know what
I
of
need
spiking
it.
is really going to do, but it's going to be good, probably.
It's probably like those studded belts from Hot Topic. It's studded, it's spiked, it's fine.
Could wear
Yeah.
2 of them like a Kingdom Hearts character.
Yeah.
Or like me in 7th grade.
Unfortunately, the snake does see you and does latch out at you as well. So you also take 1 hit, which means you lose one of your skills.
It's a rough fight.
Jeez.
It's a good thing I'm in the background just enjoying the fact that I stole the real treasure of the room, which was the bench. So
Sweating or pissing?
Yeah, it's a hard
Or
choice.
pissing.
One gotta go.
I'm just gonna look at it blind and just. That is pissing. I can no longer piss. Good day.
Oh, that's not
Aw,
good. That's
man.
like a witch's curse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really gives new meaning to pissless.
Yeah, it's true.
Wait, does that mean that Aubergine has a new skill that is pissless?
Ye-
I guess
no.
No,
No.
The thing is,
No.
the thing is, he's just no longer skilled at it. It's not that he can't do it; he just doesn't have the skill anymore.
Yeah, you can no longer write your name in snow. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Also,
Sad.
shout out to Mothmyth in the chat saying, "Do I get fired for this because I can't piss?"
Yes. Sorry.
well,
Yeah.
I know we
he
wanted to
worse
do
at
it, but-
Jackbox for sure. I'm pretty upset that my traveling companions have both been wounded, and one of them can no longer piss, and the other can no longer leap. This is terrible. I hate to see a toad being unable to leap. So I'm going to go bowling in with my menacing fern. And as tadpoles, we can roll. I don't need a bowling ball to bowl. I can just bowl myself.
Okay.
And I will do so right now.
Great. Great. I love it. Let's see that 3d6 roll.
Unfortunately, I have rolled a 6.
Okay, so a 6 is not even is an unequivocal failure. So you both take damage and are humiliated. So cross out one of your skills and tell us how embarrassing this was for you.
Well, I'm crossing out bowling because I have just performed it so terribly that I do not deserve to do it anymore. Linda's gather themselves to roll into this snake. Accidentally just like stepping on all of each other's tails, rolling over each other's tails. Tails are ending up in mouths. Things are happening. We actually are devolving. This is so embarrassing. We are tadpoles, but we're now like half of us are the stage before tadpoles because this was so mortifying that it's brought us right back to our childhood. So I now have a large egg sac, I guess. I think that's the stage before tadpole. I'm going to Google it really quick. And
Ironically, better for
a frond
bowling.
falls off my menacing fern.
Okay. Oh, that's
It sucks.
devastating. It's not great.
Real,
Not
real
great
rough.
for it. Oh boy. All right. Well, 3 of you have taken a damage from the snake, and 1 of you has gotten a bench.
Yeah.
So-
Who's the real winner here, right?
The correct term for half of me is now egg mass.
Egg mass.
Okay.
Okay.
Merry
Linda,
egg mass.
Frog spawn egg mass.
Happy egg mass to you all.
Oh boy.
Amazing. So the the snake, having taken damage and having doled out damage itself, closes the chest with its tail and starts to drag it off as in an attempt to disengage. So it starts to drag itself like kind of awkwardly inching along with their tail wrapped around the treasure chest, and they are trying to disengage. So it's up to you what you would like to do.
How bad do I want that spiked belt?
Yeah, how bad do you want that spike belt?
Let's do it.
YOLO. I just to get myself right, I just and I take a big rip and then I just fucking run at him with my axe.
Great.
Wow.
Great. Let's see that 3d6.
Okay. That is, oh my god, that's 12.
Beautiful. All right.
Good.
So you are going to successfully kill this. Do you want to describe how you do so?
Yeah. I'm actually I'm still holding in after I inhaled, and I run and then I just swing the axe down, the melting axe, and I hit the snake in half and just like split him like a ice cream, like hot knife through ice cream. And then as I'm punching over there, I just exhale.
Hazy.
Just
What a
smoke
that's a lot of
coming out of my
animation
mouth like a
money.
demon.
Amazing.
Damn, dude.
Impressive.
So you
I,
slice the snake in half, and you can see as you blow out, you can see also the snake start to dissolve into smoke and just kind of melt away. So it makes your cloud look even bigger and more dramatic
Fuck
and
yeah.
cool.
Hell
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
And the
Yeah.
chest is left unguarded.
Sweet.
Nice.
Do I get
I
XP
just-
for that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Sweet.
I want the spiked belt. I want to be Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
I'm just
I
sitting
think
on my
you
bench
should take
in the
it.
back, just clapping. And all of this seems confusing as to how a horse could be doing both sitting on a bench and clapping, but I'm doing both of those things. Also, just want to point out, with the death of that snake, we have broken past 30K,
Oh, dang!
Yes.
which is huge. I'm going to go ahead and up that milestone right now. Thank you all so much. Look at what Collective Action did. That was all the 333s that just pushed us above
Thank
that.
you so
That-
much.
That rules. Thank you
Unbelievable.
so
Good
much,
You are all
everybody.
amazing. I'll read off a bunch of people: Poggers, Starry Handfish, Captain Oblivion, Rascals, Son of Horus 82, some guy. I truly can't even. Nathan Selecki gave $200, which is amazing.
Wow.
Just again, an abundance of people have donated. I am overwhelmed that we've already broken past our third one, and now we get to go to a really important milestone, which is 42069. And
Yeah,
I'm going to go
yeah.
ahead and put that up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Um,
everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, this is
Real
incredible.
Quick, Meme Shart, thank you. Meme Shart said that's called the French exhale because I decapitated somebody.
Fuck.
And I am putting that I leveled up, so I am putting another point into smoking. So I am +2 to smoking now.
Yeah. So you're just do you feel like you're just constantly oozing smoke now? Like there's a cloud always around you?
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They were
Jenna,
right
could
that
you
it's a gateway drug.
actually
Oh, I have
restart
to
the,
update. Yeah, the
update that
Tiltify.
for me, because again, we've already hit 31K actually now. So
Oh, man.
we've pushed right past it. We're well on our way. This is again unbelievably kind. You all are truly wonderful. Thank you for donating.
Incredible.
Again, we haven't mentioned this because we've been playing game for this entire time, but I'm going to pop it into chat right now. But you can check out innocenceproject.org, which has all of the information about Innocence Project, which is the organization we are currently donating to. They're a wonderful organization whose mission is to free the staggering number of innocent people who remain incarcerated and to bring reform to the system responsible for their unjust imprisonment. A wonderful, wonderful organization, and we have already raised 31K for them, and we're going to keep raising more because we haven't even gotten through 8 hours of this stream yet. So,
There's
thank you,
so
everybody.
much time.
Thank you, everybody who's donated. Thank you, everybody who's been tweeting it out, and everybody who's just been hanging out and making sure this has been a good, chill, productive time. Thank you.
yeah.
And thank you, Jenna, for taking on these first 8 hours.
It's gone great.
Killing it so far.
I know we were
Yeah.
all worried about tech stuff, but honestly, it's gone like a dream. So
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Let me
Yeah.
knock on all of the wood available to me.
And we still have more after this. That's
Yeah.
the crazy thing.
Oh my god.
Let's beat this thing.
Yeah, let's keep
Yeah.
it going.
Excellent.
Let's play some jams.
So you continue down past the snake to another doorway, which takes you down another level. And as I have to roll to figure out what you guys are doing. You discover another door, and this one is a door of. Let me find an adjective. If you guys beat me to finding an adjective, you can use that one.
Fruity.
Okay, you said that just at the same time I saw the word bumpy. So you find a fruity, bumpy door. When you press it, why is everything food themed in this one?
Yeah,
I
I
hope
know,
you all
this is
had
a problem.
dinner.
It's I've been here for 3 months. We talk a lot about food.
Yeah, we do. That's true. That's true. We have talked a lot about food on the stream. Oh my god.
Yeah, people think that Eater is Vox Media's food vertical, but that's actually Polygon. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, it's us. And weirdly,
Gamers are
the
the
people
real
at Eater
eaters.
are super gamers. So
That's true.
All of them have beaten Demon Souls. It's amazing.
So you find this door, and it's a big door, and the flesh of it looks like a lemon. Kind of, it's got that kind of bumpy, kind of very highly textured lemon feel, like lemon pithy feel. What do you do?
Hmm.
Okay.
Now, you know what? Oh, go ahead, Brian.
No, it's okay. I was just wondering. I know I did say that my boring skill was specifically about boring people, but could it be about boring through a door?
Because you haven't used it for any other purpose, therefore defining the parameters of it, I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay, good. So, surprise. I love to bore through things. As a horse.
So you're just okay at it.
I'm just okay at it. I mean, it's a skill. I'm just not the most skilled at it. So, that's fine. So I roll 3d6?
Yes, and -1 for your badness.
Cool. Ooh, well, I got a 7 minus 1, so that's a 6.
That is an unmitigated failure.
Yep, it sure is.
So, I guess describe how you both injure and embarrass yourself attempting to bore through Lemon Door.
Okay, so what happens is that I go to bore. I'll be like, the thing about boring is that what people they think that it's actually specifically they could just be about talking to people, but I'm using it in the drilling sense of the term. And the neat part about the English language is that terms can actually have multiple different meanings, and I'm just trying to get through it, and then the thing breaks and it hits my hand, and I've also completely bored all of my friends, and they don't want to hang out with me anymore.
It is super embarrassing. Go ahead and cross off one of your skills.
Yeah, I'm crossing off boring now.
Which leaves you still with a door to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and magnify it. I want to see kind of. You'd mentioned it had a lemon structure. I really want to see the lemon structure up close and personal.
Yeah. Here,
and
let me.
Also, half of me sounds like this now because I'm an egg mass.
Yeah, so you magnify, and it just kind of looks like this.
Okay.
Oh dang!
Wow, and props and everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is why you're the best DM.
That's cool.
Yeah.
First tip is always have fresh fruits and veggies on hand. Avoid scurvy.
Always. No one likes scurvy.
Really important. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Did that help, Simone? You're gonna lick it?
It did not help. Not at all.
No.
Did you say you were gonna lick it?
Yeah, sorry, I have to look over here to see you holding lemons and eating cookies.
It's the last bit of the face of my gingerbread man.
It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna lick it just to see what's like. Is it really a lemon though? Because it looks like a lemon. Does it taste like a lemon?
It's
the next step will
so sour. It's definitely a lemon, and it's it's the most sour lemon you've ever tasted. And you pucker up and give me a high or a low.
High again.
Okay, and you take no adverse effects from it other than the unpleasant feeling of tartness.
There's no way I could slurp through this, you guys. I finally met my match.
I've reached my maximum amount of patience for not fighting a meal or anything that could even begin to resemble a meal. So I just run forward and hit the door.
No one's holding him back.
Yeah.
Great. Give me a roll.
That is 10.
Okay. That's a success. So describe chopping with an axe through the lemon door.
Okay, so we've had a long journey through this dungeon. We've gotten some scuffles. I got bit by a snake. So I run up to the door and I heft my axe, as I am wont to do. And I just swing it right down the middle of the door and I cleave it in twain. And I'm like, yeah! And then all the lemon juice sprays onto my eyes and my open wounds. And I'm like, oh!
Yeah, actually, everybody everybody roll a d6.
Okay.
And tell me what you get.
I got a 5.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Sorry, trying to figure out how to only roll 1 d6. I will just take the top one. 1. I got a 1. I got a 1.
Okay. So Pat with his 6, it stings, but you kind of feel like it's cleansing you almost. It's like cleaning out the wounds. So it's like, ah. Yeah. So it doesn't feel bad, but it's you don't take any adverse effect. The rest of you who rolled poorly feel the sting on your various body parts. It gets in your eyes. It smells amazing. It smells so good, but it burns so bad. And you all have -1 to whatever you roll next.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks, Pat.
Hey, no problem, Mac.
Hang on, did we get through it?
Yes, you successfully,
Okay.
Pat. Yeah,
Okay.
Wes successfully clove through it with a melting axe. And there's you can see some little almost scorched bits of the lemon. Again, it smells amazing. It just smells so fresh and clean.
So fresh and so clean.
You are
clear.
free to continue.
Nice.
How
Good.
much farther down is this rock?
That's a great question. So, as you exit this chamber, you see a vast chamber, much bigger than any of the other rooms you've seen, and it's covered with all sorts of gold and piles of jewels and gems. And at the very center, you see crouched over this very, very large, very slimy rock. Its long, distended tongue wrapped around it. It seems to be enjoying the flavor quite a lot. Is the Skull Wizard.
What?
It is
Excellent.
a lich-esque figure, all bones, a massive skull, way too big for the size of its bony body, wrapped around and hunched over the slimy rock, and it looks up to you and says, "What are you doing here?"
Stuff.
I'd sure like to lick your rock.
Now that
I bet you would. I bet you all would.
You don't even have a tongue. How can you be enjoying the slimy rock?
It's an emotional. They actually did have a tongue. I did describe it as having a tongue.
It was described as having a tongue.
Inexplicably.
You did.
Yeah, it's super, super long. It's unclear
Gross.
what creature this could have been in life.
Give us the rock.
Take any of the jewels you want. Wouldn't you prefer some of this totally legitimate gold? You don't want the slimy rock.
Mm.
We've got gold waiting for us back at home. We'd really like the slimy rock, actually.
But wait, 1 second though, because you do make a good point, and I pulled my bench back out and I'm sitting down on it and I'm like leaning back, and I'm like, when you say
how does a
gold,
horse sit on a bench? Quickly, I'm sorry. Can you describe how a horse would sit on a bench?
It's sort of
No.
like this.
yeah, just like that.
Yeah, it's just like
Alright.
that.
Great, thank
I
you.
think a horse
sitting
could
on the
sit
bench.
like a dog.
No.
Huh?
I don't know much about horses, but so I won't say anything. It's because I don't know much about horses. But I'm sitting back and I'm leaning back and I'm saying, "You said there's gold here. Is there more than 2 gold pieces here specifically?"
There is piles and piles of gold. Everybody roll a 2d6 for me.
Okay.
And I'll let you know afterwards when I tell you what this was for, whether or not you can add something to it.
Can I add something
5.
to it? Because I'm thinking as a librarian, I might have read about some of this stuff.
I like that. Yeah, you can add yours to it. So we got a 5.
Okay.
I got an 8,
I rolled a
but it's
9.
-1,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
Because we all have -1 on this roll.
Yeah,
Yep.
it certainly is.
4.
7.
9.
All right, my total would be 8 then.
Okay, I think your 8s and your 9s. And what, Brian, what did you get?
7.
Okay, a 7. Yeah, so the 3 of you, unfortunately, Aubergine did not roll successfully enough. The 3 of you, let me think about what you would know. You can tell that some of this is real gold and some of it's probably fake, but you can't tell necessarily which parts are which. So the Skull Wizard's like, you can take whatever you want. Just leave me with the slimy rock.
Okay.
So you have options. You could try to roll some skills to see if you can't decipher. You could back away from the fight. You could engage.
Oh,
I have an idea.
Okay. Both of you sounded like you had ideas.
Could I
go for it,
start
Josh.
sweating enough that I could just basically make a sweat hydro pump over the gold and see if anything comes off of it?
That's some high level sweating. What's your
That's
sweat
like-
skill at?
I have +1 in sweating. I'm just gonna go for it.
All right.
Yes, you can do that for a small. Here's how we're going to do it. Go ahead and roll your 3d6.
Okay.
And we'll figure out if you're successful and by how much, and then I'll decide how to deal with that.
That'll be a 13.
Okay, very successful. So I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll 1d6, and however much I get on this number is how much actual gold you find. But you can't spread it over. You can't spray everything with your horrible sweat powers.
Okay.
So you'll be able to
If only you still
clear
had
off
that
a
pissing
small
ability.
area. Legitimately
Cone?
would have been a better angle, yeah. So I rolled a 3. So you find 3 pieces of legitimate gold.
Okay.
But what about the rest of the gold?
You don't have enough sweat to
Well,
know.
Okay.
We
Do you have any other
make a deal.
skills?
Fleeing -1 doesn't really help out in this aspect, so
Sure don't.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
I would like to. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say I haven't used my +2 smoking yet, so
Yeah.
I don't really have a plan of attack here. I'm just gonna see what happens if I +2 smoke and see if I get any ideas.
Okay, roll me some dice. Roll me 3d6.
That is 8 + 2 smoking, or 8 smoking +2.
Okay, so a solid 10.
Yeah.
Mm.
God, okay, let me think what you could even discover.
I'm just staring at the skull. I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Whew.
first thing you discover is that we're all connected. Like we're all like super connected, like deep down. We're all like the same person, you know? But I don't know what specifically you discover about this skull wizard.
If I whip
here's-
out my menacing, oh, go on.
No, go on. You go on. Give me time to
Go.
think.
If I whip out my menacing fern, is that gonna make Wes's vibes real bad right now? Is that really gonna harsh
It
his
might turn
buzz?
his high. Yeah, it might give him a
Uh-oh.
bad high.
Wesley, Wes, you look like you're
Yeah.
about to say something.
I'm thinking. I'm pretending I'm stalling for time so Jenna can stall for time.
I really appreciate it. This is such a weird corner. Skull Wizard be like this sometimes. So, what you discover is that you're looking around, and what you can see is that some of the gold, some of the fake gold, you are pretty certain, is just like giant chunks, like giant nuggets. And what you see when you look at that is like, I bet that could break some bones. You find, yeah, here's what you do. You find a chunky rock of skull crushing.
Uh-huh. And I'm
Amongst the
feeling it in my
gold.
hand,
Yeah.
and I'm like, rocks are friggin' heavy, man. It's small, but it's heavy. It's small, but it's so heavy. It's like, and I pick up some dirt in my other hand. I'm like, they're the same size, but it's heavy.
Gale is heavier than feathers.
Oh man. Oh man.
do you know that 100 feathers hit a bowling ball if you drop them the same time?
Yeah.
What?
God, I
No,
wish that I
what?
still had my bowling skill.
Yeah, that would be good. All right. So I do I need to wait to take an action where I fucking throw this at the wing this at the skull wizard, or can I do like a free action to tell one of these guys to do it?
Go for it. The skull
Let's do it.
wizard is not going to be aggro to you until you are aggro to them.
Okay.
Good.
I say, think fast, and I throw this fucking heavy rock at the skull wizard.
Excellent. Roll me 3d6, and this is a +1. I should have specified. What did I call it? Fuck. Chat. What did I describe this as? Somebody in chat will remember, please. It was.
Gotta wait for it.
Rock of skull smashing, you called it?
Yes, a chunky rock of skull crushing. Yes.
Yes.
This is a +1 chunky
That was 13.
rock of skull. Great hit. Yeah. Okay. So that was 13 with the +1.
It was that 13 including
13
the
total.
+1.
I mean, it's a success either way. So you
Okay.
throw you heft this big old golden chunky rock at it, and the skull wizard sees it coming and is like startled into dropping the slimy rock, and then they try to catch this rock as it approaches because it's a similar size, and it just like crunches up against their skull, and you do a very, very good hit on the skull wizard.
Damn,
Okay, sweet.
nice. Good
And they
stuff.
stand up, and their horrible tongue kind of lolls out of their mouth, and they're like, "Ah!" You get the impression they're going to attack, but you guys can take rounds before that happens.
Cool, awesome. Would you describe this skull wizard as being a hater?
Yeah, for sure.
No. Oh
Cool,
no.
because I'm about to dab the fuck on this hater. All right. So I run right up. I'm galloping straight up to him, and I jump into the air beautifully, and then I big horse elbows dab right on the skull, right where his that first hit landed.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes, of course.
Can you dab with your forelimbs and your hind?
Yeah, I'm double dabbing because I'm +2 dab. So I've got 1 and 2. All right.
This is gonna be the biggest peep.
All right.
All right, roll 3d6.
So-
Take your +2. Wait, do you have +1 to dabbing?
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so I got a 5 +2. So that would make me a 7. If I add an extra +1 because I have a +1 chill, does that make me an 8? But it won't do anything extra for me.
No, you rolled 5 on 3d6.
Yeah, I got 1,
That is
2,
a
2.
shame. That's a
Wow.
that's a darn shame.
Yeah.
God, that's embarrassing.
Right?
It's definitely. I'm not going to give you damage because that's clearly so much more embarrassing than it is.
Yeah.
Probably painful. So tell us how embarrassing that is.
So I do a really good dab. Except I land, and as soon as I land, you see the secret pocket that has my canoe and my bench and all of the other things, and it all spills out, and all the spaghetti is on the ground too. And as a horse, I'm just slipping around in the spaghetti, and I can't get back up. And it's just, it's a bad scene because I'm a horse and I'm just in full dab pose, and it's not good.
Where did the spaghetti come from?
So upsetting. Horrible image. How sad. Oh my god. Okay, so your fly came undone and all of your goods spilled out. Well, that's pretty upsetting. It's super, super embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of like slippery on some spaghetti in front of the Skull Wizard. Skull Wizard does not know how to deal with this.
Yeah, understandable.
Josh, Simone, you guys want to do something?
All
I
right.
think-
Simone, go on ahead.
As an inconsistent cowboy, it's time for me to shine again. Sometimes this happens. I can't remember how to do egg voice when I'm thinking in the other Linda's voice, but we are two halves of a whole. Egg voice. Okay. Navarre, could I come up again?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, I was taking care of other business at the same time that I was doing this.
Navarre,
as my
stop
horse.
tweeting.
The thing was, like, I was just, again, imagine I was slipping on the spaghetti more, and so I finally do get up at some point, and I'm like, yeah, quickly,
yeah.
I gotta get
Well,
out of here. This
I
is
guess
too embarrassing.
This makes sense because I, as a cowboy, I am hopping on Navarre's back / sliding up with my egg sack, just egg mass. Sorry, it's not a sack, it's mass. I'm going to take control of this magnificent steed. I'm going to calm him. I'm going to steady him. I'm going to bring him back to himself.
Okay.
And together we are gonna whip out my menacing fern.
Good.
I'm just gonna give the Skull Wizard a little tickle.
Oh,
With the fern?
What?
A menacing
okay.
tickle. A menacing tickle.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's see your
If it works,
3d6.
it's gonna feel so bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna make him really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was about to say that's really uncomfortable.
Borishu Art points out in a highlighted post that this probably should put me into some sort of berserk mode because spaghetti is a meal.
yeah,
Inarguably a
100%.
meal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
I think we should resolve that after the other turns.
Yeah, for sure.
I have rolled an 11
Okay.
on tickling them.
Okay. So you successfully tickle with the fern. Right? With the fern,
Yeah, my menacing fern, yeah.
Yep, you successfully. What does that look like?
So, well, a lot like this.
Okay. Okay.
Again,
Okay.
I get it's kind of the fern is pinned between. Actually, no. Now it's stuck in the egg mass. Now the fern is just kind of projecting from the egg mass And we are just kind of stretching off of Navarre's back.
So
and
majestic.
Just brushing it gently over their skull.
The skull wizard has definitely discerned that this is uncomfortable. They thought that tickling was behind them when they stopped having flesh, and have been proven wrong. So they take 1 damage, and they are also uncomfortable, which I'm just writing down. Uncomfortable. Josh, anything from you?
All right. I feel like I need to charge up the sweat hydro pump one last time and shoot it at the skull wizard.
Sure. Yep. Give me a 3d6 roll. Horrible.
All right.
Really horrible. A sweaty eggplant.
Oh wait, I lost my last size. That'll be 16.
Okay, that's a great hit. Okay. Spectacular. So you describe what this does. What this does to the skull wizard.
So this is Aubergine's family technique, which has been passed on. And so he slowly really zips up his vest of buttons, and he just goes butt, hand over hand, and then just focuses his little Aubergine hands, and he shoots out a sweat blast so hard and so smelly that it just blows into the wizard's chest cavity, and he's just wet and slimy and also very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm making a note. I'm making a note. More uncomfortable. That's +2 discomfort from your horrible attacks. Excellent. You just direct this Hadoken of horrible, gross smelling salt water into
that is what it is when Ryu does it.
into the skull wizard's chest cavity, and it just, you can see like ribs coming loose, and this skull wizard looks like it's on its last bones, but it is its turn to take a swing at one of you, and the horse tadpole combo of Linda's and Navarre are right in front of them, so they are going to lash out with I think actually I think they're going to do a giant headbutt with their giant skull head.
Okay, fair.
They are a skull wizard, and that's their magic is headbutts.
Yeah, cool.
I did not roll very well, and I've got -2 because I'm very uncomfortable. So the skull wizard rears back to land just a devastating hit, probably on Navarre, because you're closer, because that's how horses are shaped, and goes to launch just a massive headbutt, but entirely whiffs, and does kind of a comedic like head over heels roll forward, and just lands
on the spaghetti for sure.
Yeah, for sure slips on the spaghetti, goes whoop, and just sort of lands on their hip bones on the ground, looking uncomfortable.
Oh no!
I felt
those
that.
are so fragile.
Oh, and they appear to be dizzy. It is up to you to move forward.
Would you say that skull wizard is now covered in the meal that I had in my pockets?
Yeah, probably.
My eyes turn white.
All right, who wants to do something about it?
I'm a toad meal fighter, and I'm about to do what I do.
Yeah.
Gotta let my boy work.
I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything fancy here. I'm just like absolutely like fucking Super Saiyan mode. I've been looking for a meal all night to take my aggression out on, and now I see one in front of me. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna swing my axe.
Yeah. So many. You've had snacks. You've had garnishes. You've had treats. This is the first meal, and you're hungry.
It's time for the main course. Main course. That's
Oh no.
That's 14.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Well, describe how you absolutely murder Skull Wizard.
The moment I go berserk, I'm holding the axe in my hand, and it's a hatchet style axe. It's flat on the back. I just turn it around and I'm like, I'm doing this blunt. So I just absolutely fucking pound the skull into powder.
Amazing. It looks super upsetting because as you're pounding into him, it's just there's splashes of red and there's chunks of meat flying off, and it's just the spaghetti because it's just a bony skull wizard. But it looks so much more gruesome than you really think it should be. But you successfully dispatched the skull wizard, meaning any jewels or gems that you can find amongst this rubbish, and also that slime rock. It's all yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everybody.
We won.
We did it.
We won.
This is a good game.
Good game.
It's good. Yeah, you can download it for free. I love playing Skull Wizards. I love bringing people in and playing just like around a Skull Wizards with them. It's a perfect holiday activity if you're hanging out on Zoom with folks. So thank you for joining us for Skull Wizards and the Crystal Caverns. Chaos Caverns. Fuck.
Jenna, you did it.
Jenny did it.
I did it.
Through your 8 hours.
Yeah, it feels
Yay.
great. I feel great about it. I'm so
Well done.
thank you guys for coming and joining me. I will be joining some people later tomorrow. This is it for me for today. So I'll be like watching the stream probably here and there, but I will not be on the stream until tomorrow. But that said, does one of you want to pop into our other back channel and see how folks are doing?
I was going to say, it seems like everyone's here. If you wouldn't mind switching over to the break screen with audio, we can bring in Clayton because you're about to do the swap.
There it is. All right. You are no longer on camera. We are we are in our break mode.
So yes, we
Awesome.
get Clayton on in here. You can coordinate that. Do you need... I'm dropping out for the next segment. Are you sticking around for it, Brian?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm going to go to the bathroom, but otherwise, I'm around. So
All right.
no worries. Clayton should be here. I'm going to mute myself real quick, but I'll be right back.
Hi.
And
Hello, Clayton.
hey, Clayton, welcome.
Hey, Clayton. Really good.
Doing well.
How you feeling? You ready emotionally for 8 hours of gaming?
No, this is going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. We're going to more money for the Innocence Project, but wowsy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
This
you,
is
everybody.
incredible.
I want to do quick shout outs before we change over. So thank you for everybody. Thank you, Squasha, for the 420. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, Connie Transorite Smith. Thank you, CG Alejandro. Thank you, Matt L. Thank you, Spaghetti Horse. Thank you, L. Beatty. Thank you, Conas! ! Thank you, Key Ganju. Sometimes it's hard because they are using their usernames, which is very good. Thank you, Prince Beefcakes, who says +2 dab. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Eggmas. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Goth Algar. Thank you, Bam Fidian. Thank you, Pat's Mustache and Winnie. And everybody who donated anonymously. Thank you all so much. It really means so much to me and to all of us that you're supporting this cause that we believe in so much.
Yeah, this has been incredible. And Jenna, once again, fucking incredible job running an 8 hour stream.
First part of the stream, you did it.
Set a very high bar.
So now let's turn our attention to transitioning control of the stream to Clayton.
Okay.
So what we're going to do here, Clayton, and let me brief the chat before I talk to Clayton. We are changing the location from which we are streaming this stream. So some of you will just be able to sit right there and continue watching. Others of you may have to refresh. You may get an ad when that happens. We will not talk about anything important for about a minute after the stream, just so people who get that ad and have to refresh can get all caught up. So Clayton, if your screen is up on the music screen or the Be Right Back screen,
I'm on the break screen. Let me check one thing real quick.
Okay.
Okay. I'm on the break screen, full audio.
Excellent.
Okay. And we will allow Jenna to do the countdown on the handoff. Clayton, just give it like I'd say 2 or 3 seconds after Jenna wraps up to make sure there's no errant data.
Both our keys are ready to turn. Ready for
All right.
botch?
Okay. Here's the pass off. 3, 2,